888-971-SAGE, 888-971-7243. I am Larry Elder. We are ReliefFactor.com studio. This Olympic athlete who won the bronze medal in the Olympic trials turned her back as they were playing the national anthem. She said she didn't expect the national anthem to be played and felt that she was being set up when they played it at the time they played it because they figured that she would react that way and somehow she was manipulated into, I mean, it was convoluted. I don't understand exactly what she was saying. All I know is that they played the national anthem. She turned her back. And she had made some kind of display like that before. Now, I was, I think, 16 years old when two black track stars that won the gold and the bronze and I think 200-meter run stood on the podium and raised their fists in defiance. The names were John Carlos and Tommy Smith. And they were both expelled from the Olympic Village. They didn't lose their medals, but they were expelled from the Olympic Village. And I was fine with it. I was in high school at the time. I'll tell you why. Because 1968 is not 2021. It's not 2021. 1968, just months earlier, the Supreme Court struck down so-called anti-miscegenation laws that forbade blacks and whites from marrying in about a dozen states. That same year, 1968, Congress passed the Open Housing Act to prevent blacks from being discriminated against in buying housing. It's a very different time. Fast forward, I look at people like Colin Kaepernick, who took a knee, and I heard him give specifics about why he was protesting. And what caused him to start protesting was the killing of a black man in Oakland. I did a video about it. A black man in Oakland who had a knife, who resisted several commands to drop the knife, appeared to be coming towards an officer. He got popped. And that's what caused Colin Kaepernick to start. One of the other things Colin Kaepernick says is that a man named Mumia Abu-Jamal should be freed from prison. This is a man who stood over a Philadelphia police officer and killed him execution style. So whenever he's gotten specific, particularly the argument that the police are killing black people just because they're black, when the studies show, if anything, the police are 3 times more hesitant to pull the trigger on a black suspect than a white suspect, then he's full of it. So regarding this athlete that won the bronze the other day and turned her back at the Olympic trials as the national anthem was being played, tell me what specifically is your cause. What is it? What is it? Women make less money than men do for doing the same work? That's not true. I'm not saying that's her cause, but give it to me. What is it? What are you bitching about? What are you moaning about? What are you groaning about? What? Tell me. What? Now, several months ago, a guy named John McWhorter, who I know, he's a linguistic professor. I think now he's at Columbia. He was at UC Berkeley when I met him. Teaches linguistics. He goes on the Don Lemon show, and they discuss reparations. Now, I've been saying this for years, wrote articles about this. He went on and said reparations have already been paid. He talked about affirmative action. He talked about the Community Reinvestment Act that essentially forced the entire banking system to change its lending standards so that so-called underrepresented borrowers would be able to get homes. You saw what a disaster that was, but not for want of trying. What about the welfare state, the so-called war on poverty? What about set-asides?